Hello students, this is the second part for the valuation of securities. Moving ahead to the question bank. What does the question 9 says? You are given two bonds to choose from, namely zero coupon bond of 5 year and 20 years. Target duration is 10 years and we have to allocate the target duration time to each of the bond. Now let the first security be X and second security be Y. Duration is given 5 years for first bond and 20 years for second bond. Total weight will be 1. So let weight for X be Wx and weight for Y be 1 minus Wx. Now what we have to do? We have to multiply duration by weight 5Wx and 20 into 1 20 into Wx will be 20 Wx. Target duration is 10 years, so total will be 10 years here. To find the duration, we will use the following equation. Wx dx plus Wy dy. Duration is 10 years. So Ws dx, that means this is 5Wx and Wy dy is this, that is 20 minus 20 Wx. Solving this equation, right, we will get the numericals one side and alphabetical terms one side with constant terms one side and 5Wx and 20Wx one side. 10 minus 20 will be 10. 20 minus 5Wx will be 15Wx. Henceforth, the value of Wx will be 0.67. Now we know that duration into weight was 5Wx for the first security X. Henceforth, it will be 5 into 0.67, that is 3.35. And for Y it will be 20 minus 20 into 0.67, which will give out 6.6 as the answer. Target durations for both the securities will be 3.35 and 6.6. Question 11. The Mansi Corporation has a required rate of return of 16% and its current dividend is 3 per share. Current price of Mansi stock is 55 per share. What is the growth rate? We have to find the growth rate here. Here KE is given as 16%. Current dividend is 3 per share. Current price is 55 per share and growth rate is to be found out. We know P0 is 55. D1, how to find the D1? We have to find D1 as D0 into 1 plus G, but we don't have the G here, so we will put on the values as follows: 3 into 1 plus G divided by KE, which is 0.16 minus G. Multiplying these terms, 55 into 0.16 minus G is equals to 3 into 1 plus G. Multiplying these both, we will get 8.8 minus 55 G is equals to 3 into 1 3 and 3 into G 3G. 88 minus 3 is equals to 55G plus 3G. We will get 5.8 is equals to 5.8G. Henceforth, G is equals to 0.1 and answer will be 10% as growth rate. Again, a question for duration is given here. Duration is to be found out according to the question number 3 that we have solved earlier. Here, two interest rates or two coupon rates are given. See in question 13, right? Duration of 7% coupon bond making annual coupon payment if it has 5 years to maturity at a YTM of 7%. First of all, you have to find the duration according to 7% and then according to 13%. Right. Here the K factor of 7% is used, and here the K factor of 13% is used, and henceforth duration is calculated. Again the same kind of sum is there, right? We have to find the dividend payout ratio, then growth rate and P0, right? To find out the growth rate, we know the formula is B into R. To find out P0, we know D1 upon KE minus G is there. And to find out the dividend payout ratio, we have the formula of DPS upon EPS, right? Right, here in the question everything is mentioned, right? Return on equity, EPS, DPS is given, current market price is given, right? According to the ROE we can find out B also. So every information is given. We have to simply put on the values in the formulas, DPS upon EPS, then B into R and D1 upon KE minus G. Then we also have to find KE for the question 16, and the formula for KE is D1 upon P0 plus G, and we have D1, P0 and G in the question itself. Sorry. Now, moving ahead towards question 17. Consider two bonds A and B. They have following characteristics: face value, coupon rate, term to maturity, market price, coupon payments. These are given. What we have to do? We have to find YTM if the market rates fall by 1%. And what is the percentage change in the price of two bonds? This is a new concept for you. We have to find the percentage change in the price of two bonds, right? First of all, we will find the yield to maturity. Right, for yield to maturity we have the formula INT plus redemption value minus purchase price upon N whole divided by redemption value plus purchase price divided by 2 into 100. Right, interest will be 14% for bond A, redemption value will be 100 cause face value is 100 rupees, right? N is 4 years, so we will put on these values in this formula. Interest rupees 14 or 14% on rupees 100, redemption value 100 same as face value, and current market price is also given as 100 in the question. Term is of 4 years, RV and PP are same, 100 and divided by 2 into 100. Solving the equation we will get 14%. In the same way we have to find the YTM for bond B. Now if the market price falls by 1%, right, we have to find the revised price. That if from 14% or to if the price falls by 1% or the coupon rate falls by 1%, right, from 14% it becomes 13%, what will be the change in the price from year 1 to 4, and here 1 to 7, cause its term of maturity is 4 years and its term of maturity is 7 years for bond B, and for bond A it's 4 years. Year 1 to 4. Year 4 interest will be 14 rupees. Redemption value 100. Cash flow 14. Here redemption value only be 100. K is equals to 13. Right, here we have to use K factor as 13 percentage. 1 divided by 1.13. Right, how we will get this value? 1 divided by 1.13 raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1.13 raised to 2 plus 1 divided by 1.13 raised to 3 plus 1 divided by 1.13 raised to 4. Adding these all values, we will get the answer as 2.9745. Right, and how we will get this K factor? 1 divided by 1.3 raised to 13%, no? 1 divided by 1.13 raised to 4 will give out 0.6133, or in the simple calculator you can also press is equals to continuously. Right, 1 divided by 1.13 for first year, second year, third year and fourth year. Fourth year's value is 0.6133, and summing it up you will get 0.297. Right, that's how you will calculate the K factor. PVCF CF into K, that means 14 into 2.9745 will give out 41.643. For the CF of second year or the fourth last year, 100 into 0.6133 will give out 161.33, and the total would be 102.973. That will be the revised price for bond A, and in the same way you have to calculate for the bond B. Here you have to consider 7 years for K factor. Right, K factor 1.1 divided by 1.13 for the first year, second year, third year, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, for the 7th year it is 0.4251, and totaling it up means GT, it will give the answer as 4.4227. Right, that's how you will find the K factor for 7-year bond. Now you have to calculate the percentage change in price. Right, how we will find that? We have got the formula: revised price minus current price divided by current price. What was the revised price for bond A? 102.973, and what's the current price? Rupees 100, which is given in question. Right, and as we have to find the percentage, we will add into 100 here and also 100 here. Right, so 102.97 minus 100 divided by current price 100 into 100 will give out 2.97%. Same for B. Right, again in question 18 you have to find out the duration, face value, coupon rate, maturity period, market YTM, everything is given, and henceforth you have to find out the duration as we have found the duration earlier in question number 3. Also in question number 19, you have to find the duration. Coupon rate, yield to maturity and maturity is given, and you have to find the duration of the bond for the same. Here the calculation is made for 10 years as we have calculated in question number 3. Question 21. Rupees 1000 par value bond with annual coupon of 10% has a remaining maturity of 4 years. The bond is presently selling for rupees 1020. The investment rate applicable for the future cash inflows of the bond is 9% per annum. What will be the realized YTM? You have to find the realized YTM. Right. First step for calculating yield to maturity when reinvestment information is available. What we will do? Right, for 1000 par value, 10% remaining maturity, and it is of 4 years. Right, the bond is presently selling at 1020. What we have to do? We have to multiply 100 by 1.09 cube, then 100 into 1.09 raised to 2, then 100 into 1.09 raised to 1, then 100 plus 1000. We will get the following cash flows. Why we have used this? 100 into 1.9009 raised to 3, because the reinvestment rate is 9%. We have to multiply the K factor for the investment rate by 100 and henceforth get the cash flows. The total of these cash flows and these multiplications would be 1457.3124. Now step 2 will be finding out the net cash flows. Same, we have to put it in the tabular basis only. Then calculation of YTM, investment into future value of the given time period and interest, and future value of internal CF. Future value, we have got the net future value of the internal CF, right, by using the reinvestment rate. Then we don't know this values I or N. We know the investment, that is 1020, right. Henceforth we will get this part, multiplication part in division. Divide these both values and henceforth we will get 1.4287. This 4 will be transferred here, and 1.4287 raised to 1 upon 4 will get the answer as 1.0933. You will need a scientific calculator for this. 1 plus I will give out 1.0933, and henceforth I will be 9.33%. Remember, you can't calculate with simple calculator. With this value with simple calculator, you will need a scientific calculator for the same. Then question 22. A 6-year maturity bond of rupees 10 lakh having coupon rate 8% currently sells at YTM of 7%. A portfolio manager wants to forecast a total return on bond over the coming 4 years as his horizon is 4 years. He believes that 4 years from now 2-year maturity bonds will sell at yield of 5%. and coupon income can be reinvested in short-term securities over the next 3 years at a rate of 5%. What is the expected annualized rate of return over the 4-year period? N is given 6 years, face value is given 10 lakh, ROI is given 8%, K factor is also given 7%, return on investment is 8%. Right? Now we have to find the current price of the bond as we have found earlier, right? 1 to 6 years, K factor is 7%. Interest income would be 80,000 on 10 lakh, right? Redemption value will be overall 10 lakh. Cash flow will be 80 0 plus 10 lakh. K factor for 7% for 6 years. One divided by 1.07 is equals to first time, second time, third time, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, right? 0.663 for 7th year, and summing it up you will get 4.7665. Multiplying CF by K factor we will get PVCF, and summing these values up we will get current price. Net, you have calculated value for 6 years. You have to calculate the value at the end of 4th year. Right? The same process as the previous question is to be repeated here to find out the overall return on holding security for 4 years, right? Or realized YTM. Now question 24, zero coupon bond of rupees 10,000 has a term to maturity of 6 years and a market yield of 8% at the time of issue. Right? What is the issue price, duration of the bond, modified duration of the bond? It is a zero coupon bond having the face value of 1 lakh, N is 6 years and K is 8%. Right? You have to find the duration, modified duration of the bond as well as issue price. To find out the issue price, what we will do? K factor for 6th year will be 0.6302 and multiplying it with redemption value, because its term is 6 years. So directly we will take the last year's redemption value and multiplying it with K factor, we will get the PVCF of 63020 raised to 6. Okay. Now duration of the bond will be as follows: 6th year, redemption value, K factor, we know how we get it, PVCF, right, proportion we have to calculate for the last period only, right? So therefore proportion will be 1, proportion into time will be 6, right? 1 into 6 will be 6 years. Now to calculate modified duration, we have the formula volatility is equals to duration upon 1 plus K, right? For modified duration we will use the formula volatility is equals to duration upon 1 plus K. Duration is 6 years, 1, and K factor here in the question it is mentioned 8%. That's why we'll use 0.08 and answer will be 5.5. 0.56. And what will be the percentage change in the price of the bond if the yield declines by 0.3 percentage points? Right, we have to find the percentage change in the price if the yield declines by 0.3 percentage. Right, change in price, so change in price and percentage change in K. If K was 1, P0 was 5.56, and if it declines to 0.30, what will be the P0? Right, we have made the proportion table here and we will calculate it as follows. Cross multiply them, divided by 1, answer will be 1.67 percentage. Make a proportion table. When the K percentage was 1, the price 0 was 5.56, and if the K declines to 0.30, what will be the P0? Percentage change in P0. Hence the answer will be 1.67 percentage. Moving ahead to question 26. Camcade Juice Company's latest annual dividend is 2.55. Share was paid yesterday and maintained a historic 8% annual rate of growth. You plan to the stock today. You plan to the stock today because you believe that the dividend growth rate will increase to 9% for the next 3 years and selling price of the stock will be rupees 60 per share at the end of that time. Right, how much should you be willing to pay for CJC stock if you require a 13% return? Right, we have calculated this type of sum earlier. Right, by using DPS or dividend. Right, question number 6, and this is also be solved as question number 6, option 1. Right, DPS, dividends for first year, second year, third year. Third year's price is also given 60. Cash flows, K 13 percentage, 1 divided by 1.13 for first year, for second year and third year. CF multiplied by K factor, PVCF, and hence summing these values up we will get 48.7006. that will be the price to be given to purchase the bond. Now question 27. Kavya is considering the purchase of a bond currently selling at 87850. Bond has 4 years to maturity. Face value is 1000. Coupon rate is 8% and required rate of return is 10%. We have to calculate the intrinsic value and YTM. We have also solved this kind of sums earlier, right, where we have given this information and purchase price, face value 1000, ROI, return on investments 8%, K 10%. Right. To find out the price according to these formulas or these information, what we will do? Calculate 1 to 4 years interest, CF and K percentage, 4th year's redemption value, cash flow and K factor. Multiply the CF by K factor, and get these as answer. Right, 1 divided by 1 upon 1.10 raised to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Summing that up, and here 1 divided by 1.10 raised to 4. And For calculating YTM, we know the formula of YTM, interest plus RV minus PP upon N, RV plus PP upon 2. We have solved this earlier, right? Interest income will be 80,000 face value, purchase price is 878.50 given in the question, right? Divided by 4, that is term. Henceforth, we will get the answer as follows. As we have solved this and question number 6, we have to solve the another question number 29 in the same way to get the P0. The difference is the DPS is calculated for 8 years. Here it was calculated for 6 years. 3 years. And in question 6, it is calculated for 3 years. We have calculated this kind of sum earlier also. DPS is used to obtain the price, right? Whenever the price for the end year or for the maturity period year is given, we have to use the way of DPS to find out P0. Right, here also final year's price is given, right? In question 29, 633.88. Henceforth, we will use the DPS to calculate 8th year's price. Yeah, that's all for the second part of your